my friends, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new here. I'm Melissa and this is another week of meal ideas. This one is a little bit shorter than normal, but because it was such a super busy week, these meals are perfect for those busy weekdays where you just need to get dinner on the table in a hurry. So make sure to stay tuned so you don't miss any of it. Tonight I'm making sort of a Southwest salad, and there's a restaurant in town that has this pepper jelly vinaigrette and it is so delicious. So I decided to try my hand at that. It's not really a recipe. I just mixed some oil and vinegar. I have 3 tablespoons of olive oil, and then I use 2 tablespoons of red wine vinegar. And this is really just to start it off. I looked at different variations of how to make like a basic vinaigrette, and the consensus was a 3 to 2. So that's where I'm starting. I'm gonna add this Tabasco pepper jelly, which is really good. If you've never tried it, see if you can find it in your store. It's really good. And I'm just gonna start off with a couple of heaping tablespoons of the pepper jelly and just gonna whisk it together and mix it up. And I added, because it was me and my husband, I definitely wanted to make sure there was enough for both of us. So I did another set of the oil and vinegar, and I just kept adding pepper jelly. I did add a little bit of salt and pepper to it just to taste, but that was basically all I did to this dressing. Now there are other recipes that say, you know, add Dijon mustard and add other things, but you know what? I was trying to make this as easy as possible, and it did taste good when I tasted it. So I just got it the way I liked it, and got enough that I felt like would be enough for the 2 of us. Then I'm using this chicken fajita meat, and I had already cooked up some bacon, so I'm cooking the chicken meat in the bacon, and now it's time to put my salad together. So I just chopped up some iceberg lettuce, and I'm putting the cubed chicken on top. And then for the Southwest, I guess, feel or whatever, I had some drained and rinsed black beans. I also drained some corn and put that on top. Then I had the bacon that I had cooked and crumbled up, so I added that to it as well. And then I had boiled a couple eggs, 1 egg for me and 1 egg for my husband, just to make sure I had a lot of protein in the salad. Because I don't know about you, but sometimes I eat salad and then a couple hours later I'm hungry. So anyway, I just want to make sure there was enough protein, but I added some cheese. And this is just a Fiesta blend that I had already. And I added some tortilla strips to the top. And you can honestly make these salads however you want. I know I did another salad in a previous video that was a different kind of flavor. It was just basically ranch. So this is going to kind of mix it up a little bit, but I just put my dressing on top, drizzled the dressing on top, and it ended up being really good. I was kind of nervous about how the dressing would taste with everything, but it was so good. And I will definitely be making this again. You can see how pretty it looks, but anyway, this was dinner this night, and it was very filling and very satisfying and very easy to make. The reason this was such a busy week was because that I spent 2 days setting up a vendor booth in an antique village in a shop there. And so by the time I got home, I was tired and I didn't really feel like cooking too much. So that's why these meals are super easy and super quick to make. But I will put a link to the video of me setting all of this up and showing you around the shop. I'll put that link in the description box as well as an info card, because this was so much fun and I'm super excited about this new venture that I'm taking. So I want you to go through it with me and watch the video. So make sure you check out that link. This meal is red beans and rice, and I've actually done this before, but again, super easy meal to make. And so I'm just chopping up my link sausage, my smoked sausage, and I'm gonna put a little bit of oil in a pan and put the sausage in there and let it start cooking. It doesn't take that long to get it to start browning, and I don't want it to be cooked completely, but I just want to get it started browning. But while it's starting to cook, I go ahead and get some jasmine rice going, and you just cook the jasmine rice according to the package instructions. We love eating jasmine rice when we have rice. It has such an awesome flavor. So if you've never used jasmine rice, you need to go get you some and try it, because it is so good. It's so flavorful. I could eat it with just butter on it. It's really that good. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get my rice cooking and let it start cooking. And now that my sausage has browned up some, I go ahead and add this Blue Runner canned red beans. Like I said, this is super easy. There's no recipe here. Just opening the red beans, and they are kind of do have some beans in there, but they're kind of like a refried bean kind of consistency maybe, but with more whole beans in it than that. But anyway, I didn't have any of the large cans, so I'm just using 3 of the regular size cans. And to that, because we like to serve it over rice, and we do like it to be a little bit more creamy, I guess, than thick, I do add a little bit of beef consomme. So I got the beef consomme out and put some of that, probably like a half a can of the beef consomme in there. And I don't pour it out, but I keep it to the side so that after it's, been sitting there for a few minutes, if it needs any more, I can just add a little more. But I start off with about a half a can and just get that mixed up and let that cook until the rice is done. And that is, I don't even add any seasonings to it. The beef consomme and the canned red beans has all the seasonings you need. This is what it looks like over rice. Served it with some garlic bread, and that was dinner. So easy and super yummy and very filling. On this day, my husband had a little procedure done, and so he requested breakfast. And I'm so sorry, I forgot to take a picture of the dinner, but I basically served fried eggs, grits, bacon, and biscuits, and that was what was for dinner. It was another busy day, and so I was really tired, and I just wanted something quick, and my go-to is always spaghetti. I absolutely love spaghetti. So I browned up some ground beef and added some minced onion. You know I love my minced onion, as well as some garlic. Now once all of this was cooked down, I drained the ground beef, and then I added my spaghetti sauce. And normally I buy a different flavor of spaghetti sauce, but this is one that I just got from Sam's, so it doesn't really have like the garlic and herbs like I like, so that's why I added the minced onion and the garlic. But I added the rest of this jar. This is a pretty large jar, and I've put some water in it, maybe like a half a cup, and shook it around just to get all of that goodness of salt. And I cooked my noodles in the spaghetti sauce, and I will say it does save you on having to use another pot, but it does take longer, and it's kind of a pain to do it this way. But it did. If you're looking for a one dish meal, then put your pasta in with your sauce, cook it in like that, and it turns out really good because all the pasta cooks in with all that sauce, so it is really good. Now, my son doesn't really like red sauce, so to kind of appease him, I add some heavy whipping cream and some Parmesan, just so it's not quote unquote red, but it's more pink. And so he's you know, he is a little bit better about having spaghetti when I do it like that. I don't know, it's weird. But anyway, once that was all cooked together, I just added some cheese, and you can see my husband got a little nibble of the garlic bread. But anyway, I let that cheese melt on there, scooped it up, served it with some garlic bread, and that was a very delicious and satisfying dinner. We actually went out to eat a couple nights this week, but I forgot to take a picture of the other one. But this was a local burger shop that we have in near where we live. And this was my burger. It has barbecue sauce and bacon and grilled onions. And my husband's has double beef patties, jalapeno peppers, and bacon. And that was his meal. He had it with sweet potato fries, and I just had it with regular fries. And that, my friends, is what's for dinner this week. Again, it was kind of a short week because we did go out a couple of times. But like I said earlier, the meals that I did make are very simple, very quick and easy to make. And so they're perfect for those busy days. But if you're new to my channel and this is your first time here, I would love it if you would consider subscribing, click the bell button so that you don't miss any of my videos. And give this video a big thumbs up because it does help me out with YouTube. And if you're looking for more meal ideas, click the box you see on the screen right now, and I'll see you next time. Bye.